Yeah, I meant to put something on the textures, but I never did get back to them.
What the?
That was my bad, Mark. I just went up, man, a little bit. My bad. I was letting Gary switch, but I went up a little too far. My bad.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to everybody. Michael out here. Not too bad there.
Yeah, Mark, when we went to go past them on the backstretch going into 3, I can't see ahead of you. So that really quick jerk to the outside threw
Let's
me
go
off
live.
your bumper so much that's why we lost that 17 tenths of a second. So either let me know ahead of time or make the move to the outside just a little more subtle so I can react to that.
Welcome
That way we
to
can
All
go
Pro
down.
Racing, Talladega
So
Super
let me
Speedway.
know during a race, too.
Clear skies, 83 degrees, winds out of the north at 10 miles an hour. Thank you for joining us here at Talladega, Alabama. Joining me in the booth once again, Andrew Williams. How you doing, Andrew?
Yes, hello, Mike. Doing very well, thank you. Yes, it should be a cracker of a race today. We've got a full field going to the qualifying session coming up shortly, so I'm sure it's going to be a great race today.
Oh, absolutely. The room filled up quick this week, and glad to have 43 drivers, so should be a good race. We haven't seen a lot of carnage out there, a lot of people trying to find partners and get ready for this qualifying session, which starts here in just a couple minutes. So we want to thank our sponsor, Michael Angelo's Painting from Phoenix, Arizona. We got $20 for the winner, double prize tonight. Last week, the winner pushed it forward, so to speak. So thanks to Michael Angelo's Painting. These guys are racing for real cash. Make sure to join us at Facebook. Get alerts for the races. We run here every Tuesday night. We're in the middle of a series of 5 races. 5th race will be double the points. We also have a special event coming up for PAD, People Against Distracted Driving. That group over there is having a special event this Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific, I believe 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to join us for that special event. It should be a lot of fun over there, and All Pro Racing will be broadcasting and commentating that event.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a good race, Mike, and it's good to see a good race going to a good cause as well. So just to raise awareness there, which is fantastic.
Absolutely, and I don't know how many times I've been iRacing and look down at my phone or something and look up and I'm in the wall. So there's some truth to that, driving while distracted stuff.
Yeah, that's correct, Mike, and it faces everyone on a daily basis. So to spread the word, to get the message out there, as well as having a good time racing, I think it's fantastic.
Yep, and All Pro Racing is happy to support the cause and help them out. So looking forward to that event. But back to tonight, $20 on the line here. The guys are getting ready for qualifying. It is about to start. Let's talk about the format here. We're following NASCAR this year. We're doing what they're doing. So they're doing open qualifying. That's what we're going to do. So the first 10 minutes, everybody gets to go out and put up the fastest laps they can. And at the 10-minute mark, we're going to park them. And then the top 10 will go out and fight it out for the top 10 spots in the poll. So should be interesting. Last week, all the fast times were set at the beginning of qualifying. So let's see what happens this time.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. Last race, all the fast guys set the fastest lap. Well, the top 10 did not change after the first 10 minutes, which was quite interesting to the fact that you would have thought take a few cars off the track, get a few of the slow tracks out of the way and so forth. We're going to see the lap time start to fall. Well, that was not the case, as you know. I believe it was around Dustin Lee in the 51 was up the front, but no one else changed position whatsoever. So it was virtually the way it stood in the first 10 was how we ran it out. there was a lot of people getting the 1X or the contact, the car contact 0X, based on the fact that they're pushing down straight. So we're just going to see what's going to happen in this qualifying session now.
Yeah, so land rush as everybody piles off a pit road here, and trying to form up, get a partner, and get some laps going.
Yeah, that's right. And I think if we can cast our mind back to some people who were major players in last week's race, definitely one of the cars to be watched, or trucks to be watched now for, is the 68, as well as the 51. 68 of Damon Gilbert and the 51 of Dustin Lee. They were a very good partnership in last week's Super Speedway race, and it looks like now they're actually teaming up together right now too to try and get each other up the front again. So it'll be interesting to see what their game plan is going to be, Mike, and I'm going to put them as one of the favourites so far.
Well, absolutely, and they've already hooked up out there. You can see the 036 is right there behind them, trying to latch on. That's Tony Oldman from Virginia out there trying to, doesn't have any help, so he's trying to just suck that draft up, which is okay as long as you don't touch those guys and get in their way.
Yeah, he's hanging on quite nicely, isn't he? He's sort of losing a bit of ground, but he's sort of... I wouldn't be surprised if Damon's getting some 0Xs on the back of Dustin's bumper there, then perhaps it would be the right move to be where Tony is.
And as they cross the line, let's see how the times come up here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, wow. All right. So
lots of fast times here. John Ward is our provisional pole sitter in the 48. Oh, we got carnage, big wreck.
Ooh, big wreck. That's taking a few trucks out there.
Man, the 68 took flight, absolutely.
It was come fly with me aboard the Damon Gilbert flight.
Let's check out a replay on Gilbert.
Oh, there was a wreck already. Okay, so who was that? That was Donald Jenks and Brian J. Jones. Interesting that Brian J. Jones was actually one of the drivers who was called up from last week's incidences as well. So
Damon Gilbert gets the most air in iRacing I think I might have ever seen. I mean, that truck literally goes 20 truck lengths into the air.
You got to hope he's getting some frequent flyer points for that sort of tumble. I mean,
that's crazy. Amazing replay there. John Ward is our provisional pole sitter. Let's pick him up in the 48 out there on live action. He's actually leading our entire pack here of cars. We got about 10 cars here under a blanket.
I'm living way beyond my ways and means. Living in the zone of the in-between.
So Matt Cook pushing John Ward up through there, trying to get a fast time. They already got the first spot. Matt Cook increases to the to sixth spot. So John Ward had set his pole time on a previous run, obviously. So that leaves Cecil Reen in second, Damon Gilbert in third, even though his truck got destroyed. Dustin Lee in fourth, Tony Oldman fifth. So let's see who else here might be on a run. Looks like the 27 George Bark is coming pretty strong with Jeremy Crandall. They're coming to the line. Let's see if they improve their times. Yeah, Bark up to sixth. Jeremy Crandall did not increase his position. He probably had a 0X from pushing. So pick up the 25 and the 64. They got quite a run here on the outside. Cecil Reen. And Matt Cook. Matt Cook trying to get a good time in here. They go right to the front of this group. Let's see how Matt Cook, he's presently 9th.
Gardens, thornless roses, fat men play with their garden hoses.
Back down to 10th. Not only somebody bumped him down there, so no help for Matt Cook. So 6 minutes down, 4 minutes left in this session. These guys have 4 minutes to get their laps in. So I see in smoke up here. Oh, Damon Gilbert in trouble again. Let's take a replay on Damon Gilbert. Pushing Dustin Lee here, trying to get a good run. They come up on the 3 and just run over him. And Damon Gilbert takes another tumble and spins it like a top. Yeah, he's probably dizzy.
Definitely got some motion sickness going on there, don't you think, Mike? But
wow, I mean, that guy's taken a few rides here in this qualifying session.
Yeah, it just goes to show, Mike, with 3 minutes left to go, that everyone's trying to get that fast lap in now because they want to try and get inside that top 10 at the moment. Damon Gilbert's sitting in 5th. Dustin Lee's going to be sitting in 6th. So they're trying to push everything they can to try and get themselves up in that top 10 definitely and try and get that pole.
Yeah, the 68 and 51 just roll off pit road together. They're going to try to make one more run at it here. Currently, Jeremy Crandall is your provisional pole sitter. George Bark in 2nd. They have identical times, 48.005. So obviously Crandall and Bark got their act together. Bumped down Stephen Hendren, Cecil Reen down to 3rd and 4th, Matt Cook in 5th. So the 10 and the 24 are hooked up out here. Rod Romana Sr., last week's winner, and Sean Boundy, the 24. Another pair hooked up, Jason Herendine, the 46, working with Mark Robertson in the 21. And I think the biggest disappointment right now has got to be Cecil Reen and Matt Cook out here. They're down to 8th and 9th now, working together, trying to get a last run in. We're about a minute and a half left.
Yeah, I think, Mike, what's killing them, mate, they are doing some fast stuff, but what's killing them is the fact that the 0Xs. And once you start getting those 0Xs and those lap times don't count, it throws all that hard work out the window.
So does anybody got anything for the Crandall at Bark?
Well, Crandall's very strong here. So is George Bark. From last week we saw that.
You know, one pair we haven't called, Ronald Jones and Mark Bernard. They made it up to 4th and 5th.
Matt Cook is now outside the top 10. He's now outside of the top 10.
And we have 45 seconds left. On the bubble now, Cecil Reen in the 64. Teddy
thank God we
is our
got
admin
Teddy
tonight
down
up
there
in the tower,
helping us out.
running qualifying.
Yes.
So let's see here what happens. We're almost out of time. 20 seconds left.
We got some
Rod
fast
Romana
drivers that have
Sr.
been
is
bumped
on
out
the
of the top
bubble.
10.
We've had some more bumping. Sean Boundy is now on the bubble. Rod Romana Sr. has been bumped. Qualifying is over. We've got the checkered flag out for this session. Sean Boundy on the bubble, made it through. So our provisional pole sitter, Jeremy Crandall, then Bark, Hendren, Rene, Cook, Jones, Bernard, Robertson, Herendine, and Boundy are our top 10. They're going to go out for the next 9 minutes or so and take another run at it and see if they can do better on their times.
You make it, Rod? I've been 11th.
So we'll wait for the tower to call out the top 10 here, and we'll start off our second session. They are welcome to get fuel and tires. They don't have to. They do need to come into pit road there for the break between the two sessions.
If you're in 23rd, 25th, whatever, you guys can still run this race. However, this is just the top shootout for the top 10. If you're not inside the top 10, please park your car. You can hop out of it because qualifying is effectively over for you. You will start the race from your first qualifying.
All right, so thank you for joining us at All Pro Racing. Make sure to hit us up on Facebook and YouTube. If you go to youtube.com/All Pro Racing 1, you will find us there. We put our archives up after the race. You can go and check your race out. I always listen to the broadcast afterwards. I'm amazed at how everything comes together with the video and the audio and the graphics and the good racing. The product that's put out on track is second to none compared to any real racing series. It's just great, and we're looking forward to a great race out here tonight at Talladega Superspeedway. All right, let's see. Who is out on track amongst our top 10? Let's pick up the 46. Jason Herendeen and Mark Robertson are working together. They're in 8th and 9th currently. Let's see if they can do any better with their times. Cecil Rene is out there completely by himself in the 64. Let's see who else is working together. Crandall and Bark are still on pit road. Hendren's on pit road. Matt Cook's out there by himself. Looks like he found Sean Boundy, though, and they're hooking up. So Matt Cook in the 25, hooking up with Sean Boundy in the 24, make another run here. Mac is currently in 5th spot, and then Sean is down in 10th. So Sean's certainly looking to pick up his qualifying effort here. So who else is working together? We got the 14 and the 94, Jones and Bernard. Remember, Jones and Bernard bumped their way in there late into the top 10 in that first round. So they're out there trying to make better of it.
Unfortunately, we just had someone from back down the field just try and take the track, which almost caused a bit of a scene there. But yeah, it's sort of shaping up a little bit at the moment.
And talk about cool paint jobs. Can the director pick up the 94 paint job, please? The 94 Mark Bernard has the coolest truck I've ever seen. On on one side you got the Beatles with Sgt. Pepper with the Yellow Submarine. On one side you got the Doors, Jim Morrison on the top. On the other side it looks like more of the Beatles. I see Jimi Hendrix down here by the front tire. Yeah, pretty cool truck. Nice paint job for Mark Bernard in that Chevy Silverado. I'm really digging it. But back to our top 10 here. No change, really. Much like last week, we haven't seen any change here in the second round.
No, that's right. Everything sort of stayed where it is. I'm actually hearing a lot of the guys over their radios talking to each other, just saying, listen, how about we just wait up for this big pack to come? Let's just try and get in with a big pack, and that's how we're going to help ourselves get a 10 or better lap time.
So yeah, everybody trying to pick something up here, but the times from the first session are holding. Full field here. Make sure to join us in TeamSpeak. Make sure to invite your friends to come watch us race tonight at all-pro-racing.com. You can pick up the race there. We're also on Twitch, All Pro Racing. Make sure to follow us on Facebook.
Yeah, the Facebook page is definitely getting a lot more hits on it at the moment, which is fantastic. It just helps all the drivers understand where we're going to be at next race and everything like that, which is good.
Well, we got one pair here with a run, the 73 and the 27. Crandall and Bark, they just passed two other pairs on the inside there. Let's see if they increase their time here or their gap. They do not increase, do better. Let's see if I can figure out what they ran. They just ran a 49.4, which is 0.4 off the pole. So they're not even close.
And we just around about 3.5 minutes left remaining.
So the theory last week was when all 43 cars are out there, that's when you get a fast lap. The disrupted air just makes it that much faster. And with only 10 cars out here, these guys can't better their times.
No, I think they need to wait up for a pack to form. Instead of going out there in 2x2 tandeming, it's not going to work in the qualifying. Right? They need to wait for a pack to form. They need to get at least 4, 5, 6 cars together in a pack, and then they're meant to run from there. But some of these guys are sort of don't want to be, you know how it is, they don't sort of want to be working that closely with everybody, especially in qualifying.
Well, it's 2.5 minutes left here. Let's see if these guys have anything else. Bark and Crandall are still out there pushing like crazy, trying to put something together here. So one driver, as you said, Andrew Williams, Benjamin Wright was taken behind the wall because he wasn't following the qualifying procedures, which have been clearly communicated.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see a driver like that sort of removed, but unfortunately he was given enough warnings, and I don't know what his team was on about, but anyway, we're just going to have to go with one less truck. But I'm sure in saying that, the action's going to be action-packed. We're going to be packed to the brim for this $20 race here at Talladega tonight. It's going to be incredible racing, so I'm ready for it. I'm ready to let it go.
Well, based on what we've seen in qualifying with that one truck, Damon Gilbert, it's going to be exciting. So we're running out of time, a little more than 1 minute left. Crandall and Bark cross the line again. Let's see what they get. Yeah, 48.3 on that lap. That's not enough. That's 3/10 off.
Look at that. You've got Crandall and Bark both 48.005s. Incredible.
Yeah. So I wonder how iRacing determines who's in front of the other.
They didn't want to get on board.
But yeah, we call them co-pole sitters, I guess. But yeah, Jeremy Crandall, George Bark, identical time. That just tells you that the pushing car did not get a 0x. He ran the same time as the car he was pushing in front of him, and they had a nice, smooth, clean lap.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, 15 seconds. Time is running out here for these guys. Looks like, once again, same thing happened as last week. We were not able to better our times in the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Hemi.
Good job, guys. Good job.
So make sure to join us on Facebook at All Pro Racing. It's Facebook, facebook.com facebook.com/allproracing.
And Mike, you should probably just let the viewers be
we're
aware
doing
now
all right,
if they
huh?
do jump in there and they check out the Facebook page. Do not be too scared about what's going on with Michael D'Amico's face as he flashes the cash, as you like to call it. Yeah, he's an ugly one, but geez, his heart's in the right spot. And we mean it well, and we thank him for everything he does.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure to use Michelangelo's painting for all your painting needs in the Phoenix, Arizona area. So that's it, folks. Qualifying is over. Jeremy Crandall is our pole sitter in that 73. As these guys get ready for grid, we're about ready to take it racing.
So, Mike, I'm pretty sure you don't mind going through the cars or the tracks for us tonight. Just got to sort of get on with some other things at the moment. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind just looking after that for us, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at our starting grid here. On the pole, Jeremy Crandall in that BART competition, 73 Chevy Silverado. Congratulations to Jeremy. George Bark on the outside in a 27. Stephen Hendren will make the third spot in that red Goodwrench Service Plus Chevy Silverado. On the outside, second row, Sean Boundy in the 24, doyourpart.org Chevy. Fifth, Matt Cook, Goodwrench Service Plus. Sixth, Cecil Rene in the Snap-on Junior Motorsports Chevy Silverado. Seventh, Ronald Jones, Rock and Roll Racing, ZZ Top, Leonard Skinnard, Chevy Silverado. Nice looking truck there. I didn't see that paint job, but that's nice. For Ronald Jones, Mark Bernard on the outside row there. Mark Robertson, ninth in that Canada green. Jason Herendine on the outside in that Red Dog Chevy. Rod Romanus, senior, last week's winner. Starting 11th, Bass Pro Shops, Goodwrench Chevy. Dustin Lee, Olive Hill Welding, starting in 12th. Damon Gilbert, one of our previous winners in the Monster Energy, 68. We've seen this truck take flight earlier in qualifying. 14th, 48, John Ward in that Lowe's Chevy Silverado. Kerry Cleaver in the 45 Puzzle truck. Travis Wall in the 44 Play Seat will start 16th. Tony Oldman, 17th. And that, what is that? H2O Motorsports. I don't know what Tony Oldman's running there. Everett Lane and the Fast Lane Racing Chevy. Gary Konzelman start 19th. In that Dirty South Red 13. Look there in the bed of that truck, and you'll see Michelangelo's painting right there. Thanks, Gary, for advertising for Michelangelo's. Donald Jinks, 20th, the Goodwrench Service Plus Chevy. Jason Anderson, 21st. And we're going to stop there. We have 43 guys here, so we'll see how it goes. Let's go back to our leader and pick up this start. So we're doubled up. Nice looking field here. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. You gotta love Talladega and packs and the big wind, the big wrecks. So let's see what happens here. We got 50 laps, $20 to the winner.
Yeah, just a shame some people are wearing max speed TV, but anyway, I'm sure we get going.
And here we go. The pace car is about to pull off.
You had a bit of a check-up back there, Mike. A few of the trucks in around about mid-pack got a bit anticipated. Here we go. Here the pace car's off.
Randall's waiting for green, obviously, and they're a long ways here at Talladega.
Yeah, with the start-finish line all the way down the other end. They're side by side, them two teammates. Here we go.
Green, green,
Green,
green.
green, green.
Looks like Crandall was kind of trying to time something with Bark there, but it didn't work. But I bet Crandall will come up and pick up Bark. And there it is, the move I called it. Stephen Arendine looking on the inside there. So out to the early lead, Crandall and Bark.
Oh, no, you're kidding me. Caution's already out. Caution's out.
What can we do to try to help?
Something happened at the back of the field there. Let's see if we can... Yeah, the 4 is involved. Let's take a replay on the 4. Oh, it's the Kodak Chevy Kodak film 07 truck caused that. Shane Sylvester.
Well, he's trying to push the 4 wide there, it looks like, which is just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, we're on lap 1 here, and he's got a nice run, and you can kind of appreciate that, but there's really nowhere to take it 4 wide, especially on lap 1.
Yeah, that's a bit of an early move.
So the 4 truck is involved of Jonathan Leach. He had nowhere to go.
Unfortunately, you've also got the 22 of Teddy Wisniewski in the Underdogs racing truck as well. He's he was also sent in there.
Yeah, Teddy didn't get to qualify and got caught up in that, and had nowhere to go. So tough break. The 9, who's also involved in the 4 wide, did make it through there. The 9 of Brad Blitch. So Brad was the lucky one, but hey, that happens. You know, you get a run, you're in the back of the field, you don't want to lose the draft, and it's one of those things. But you got to hit the brake and just be a little careful there. So let's pick up our leader here. So nobody pits. It's like they went by pit road. So we'll see what happens this time if Crandall and Bark can hook back up again. And it worked out pretty much as planned, I imagine, with Crandall and Bark. They decided to move up there and pick each other up right as they took the green, and they were able to pull away and get the early lead there until the caution came out. So it sounds like the tower is talking to some of the drivers, getting this sorted out. We don't want a lot of these cautions this early. So hopefully we'll get 1 to go on this time by. If we're single file restarts, we should be 1 to go.
Yeah, Mike, hopefully the single file restarts will sort of save up on a lot of the action and sort of let the cars run, because once these guys, best thing about these racing, the series that Michael D'Amico puts on, thanks to Angelo's painting, is the fact that they're an open set, so a lot of these trucks will get a lot faster as the race gets on. So that's what we need to start doing. We need to start getting these trucks, put a few laps under them, and we're going to see some very good racing.
Well, we've certainly seen it in this series already in the previous weeks. We've had some great racing, so we just got to get this underway. There's so many cars, I have to use a scroll bar here to see all the names. I just wanted to see who's running at the back here. Who's got our trophy for being dead last? Kevin O'Brien in the 84 in the Caterpillar Chevy is bringing up the rear. Good job there, Kevin. If you see anything happening, be sure to let us know, and and we'll tell the tower.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Mike, if maybe he got caught up in a bit of an accident back there before. His game plan on super speedway is normally just to hang back and sort of let the fast boys have it out, and he'll come back through it later on. But yeah, not sure if it's the same one this time. But you know, it's an interesting race. Fortunately, only one or half a racing lap down. We've still got some fast trucks that are not inside the top 10. But is that going to cause a problem? I don't think so. I think a lot of these boys are going to be coming from around about the mid-teens, even early 20s will be where your win is going to come from.
Lights are out on the pace car.
I'm just having a bit of a laugh too, because if you have a look at Jeremy Crandall right now, he's just sucking right up the back of that pace car. Must be trying to keep that grill nice and clean there and free of debris, which is fantastic. But it'd be nice if you could just give it a bit of a shove. There we go, he's getting in closer.
Yeah, he's got a hot dog wrapper probably on the grill there. He's trying to get off. These guys are not lined up how I would want to be lined up if I was out there. I would be up against the wall. It's single file restart.
Yeah,
you can only pass to the right.
You can't give them that much room between first and second. There's too big of a gap, and everyone's coming down low. Exactly what you said. You should be up on the bumper of the guy in front of you. You should be up against that wall to prevent anyone from looking at doing a dive on the inside. Here we go. Now they're starting to move up.
Yeah, some of the front runners obviously understand that. They got up here against the wall, and the idea there is you can only pass to the right after the green. Well, if the wall is there, they can't pass to the right, so that's the safest place to be. Pace car is off.
They got the long stretch.
There's a lot of checking up going in the back here.
A lot of
These
checking
guys are
up.
not lined up good.
There we go. We're racing. We're racing.
There might be some black flags in the back. We'll have to see how that shakes out. So Crandall and Mark get the early lead here. And the top 10 line up quickly along the bottom.
And there you go. You got the partnership of the 51 and the 68 hooking up together going down the back straight.
Already, they're trying to make a run. They're up in the outside lane there, trying to get track position.
You got some fast trucks coming through from the second pack, trying to catch. It looks like the buddies are trying to find one another at the moment there, Mike.
So it looks like we're going to complete a lap here. All right, keep it green, folks. Jeremy Crandall is your leader. George Mark is second. That Mark competition. Chevy Silverado. Stephen Hendren is third. And then Sean Boundy, fifth. Sixth, Mark Bernard. Mark is one of those Talladega super specialists. Usually can find him running late weeknights, running Talladega servers mostly. And that's pretty much all he runs. So glad to see
And
Mark
here
out
they come,
here.
Mark.
Expect him in the front.
Here they come, Mike. The 51 and the 68.
Yeah, they're
Here
making
they
some
come.
progress. We also have another pair up front on the outside. The 94 and the 14 are making a run for the lead here. Mark Bernard and Ronald Jones. Oh, and Bernard gets a little loose, goes up to the third lane. He's going to get freight trained. Ronald Jones tries to check up for him, but it's not working with Dustin Lee right there behind him. They pulled to the outside lane.
The ground that the 68 and the 51 have made on the whole leaders was just incredible going into turn one. They obviously had to get out of it because of what happened ahead of them, but now they got back together. I'm going to see them lead this race shortly.
Yeah, they'll be in the top five here.
Their
They
teamwork
are in
is
the
incredible.
top five now. So lots of action going on here. Crandall Park lead our race. Hendrick Boundy just riding there in third and fourth. And now 5th and 6th, Lee and Gilbert. We watched them come up there from quite a ways back on the outside. Now they're just riding there. Then we got Tony Oldman, Cecil Rainey right behind them as well. Matt Cook trying to split them. So Matt Cook hooking up with Tony Oldman now on the outside as they make a run for the top 5. I tell you what, that bottom lane, if you're back in 4th or 5th, it kind of bottles up, and that outside lane is preferable. So here they come, Tony Oldman, Matt Cook, making a run for the lead on the outside here of Crandall and Bark. And Bark is just pushing hard, you can tell. And the 19 just hit the wall. The 33 and the 19 on the
that's
outside.
Unlucky for Donaldson. Sadusky, he's always a fast driver. He's very aggressive, but always fast.
He hit the wall pretty good there.
Hoping he can get back to his partner there, Ronald Thompson. Because that looked like it was going to be a 3-way fight there, which would have been fantastic.
Matt Cook gets hot. They do slot into the 2nd, 3rd spot, or 3rd, 4th spot there. So Crandall and Bark, then Oldman and Cook, then Hendren and Boundy, and now on the outside, Dustin Lee and Damon Gilbert trying to make another run here to get back up there. So we're seeing these pairs trading spots, trying to position themselves. Lots of times these restrictor plate races, a lot of people say it's a chess match, and this is exactly what we're watching play out. A lot of people just riding. We're on lap 10 of 50. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing.
Oh, that was a nice switch there from the from Lee and Gilbert. They've
Yeah, they
dropped
were
back a
using
fair
the
bit.
John Ward of the 48's kind of out there on his own.
No, he's going to hook up with the 24, but in saying that, I like this. Tony Oldham is just hanging by himself. He's just slitting in behind the 27. He's running his own thing. He doesn't need an extra partner. He's just
Well,
tapping
he
on
was
the
working
top
with
two.
Matt Cook earlier. I think John Ward is the one, and Herendine that's really not paired up. We haven't seen them really work together, but they've been running right there in the back half of the top 5. Got 2 wrecking, I hear, in the back here, real bad.
Yeah, we've got
The
2
Kodak. Sounds like try to figure out who's involved here.
I believe it's the 07 of Shane Sylvester.
Shane Sylvester involved again. He was in our first caution. Let's pick up the 07 and see what happened.
It looks like the 02 and the 07 got together.
The 02 hits the apron.
Wow,
and then
he just
comes
goes
up
straight
into
up.
the 07. So Brian J. Jones in the 02 makes a critical mistake there, takes out the 07. And the 84 is involved of Kevin O'Brien. The 18 is involved of Casey Frisbee. Tough break for those guys. So Sylvester's probably out of resets. I think there's one, so that's a tough break for him. He'll probably be out. That was a pretty big hit. The 22 came by and just clobbered him of Teddy Wisniewski. He was also involved in the first caution. So let's pick up live action here. Our leaders approaching pit road entrance. Let's see if they come down for pit road. I don't think anyone's realized 60% fuel in these trucks.
Oh,
So,
no, I think they're realizing.
Here they come.
Here they come.
all the leaders are pitting. For
They're all
fuel.
coming down. Look at them come. As soon as you say free fuel and tires, they're all coming down. They're all lining up. The
So
42
Crandall and Bark got a
and-
nice little lead there on the pit road. These guys, sometimes they don't understand they're racing when they get on the pit road. Whoa, we got a collision. Matt Cook is wrecked. He gets into the 003 of Stephen Hendren as he tries to get to his pit box. And our leaders take tires and lose tons and tons of spots.
Why tires? I don't.
Crandall and Bark take 4. They come out 16th and 18th.
Matt Cook, what a bad run for Matt Cook in that one.
So interesting. We did have one car stay out, it looks like here. Dallas Montes in the 42 Adidas truck.
Well, he didn't pit, neither did the 92 of Jason Anderson. They both stayed out as well as the Jonathan Leach.
Yes, so those guys stayed out. So we know they can't make it on fuel, so we'll have to see if that was a mistake or not, or if they're going to stay out.
You want to get down in the one of the trucks and have a chat to them, Mike, and find out what their game plan is.
Yeah, let's have a chat with one of the drivers. Let's pick up Dallas Montes.
Yeah, go for it.
Unfortunately, I can't switch channels, so you're going to have to do that, Andrew.
All right. Dallas Montes, you got a mic? It's Andy Williams up in the booth.
Yeah, what's up?
Just having a look. So we've got an after caution now, and your truck's down the lead. Was it a mistake, or did you do it on purpose not to come down pit lane?
I did it on purpose just because I didn't want to go in with everybody and miss my pit stall.
Okay, so you're obviously controlling your fuel rate that you've got. We're seeing the states that they've only got 60% fuel, so you try and work out a bit of a feeling for that.
Sorry, what was that?
Crickets.
Well, you're aware that you've only got 60% fuel load in the truck, so you're obviously compensating for that. You're shutting down the engine on the laps when you're under caution, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic.
All right, well, there you go.
Some people
Dallas
just don't like to
Montes is
speak,
your
Mike.
leader.
Some people just like to keep their cards close to their chest, Mike. What can you
Well,
say?
I tell you what, it is nice to have some different pit strategies going on here.
I don't like the way he's going to be handling this pit strategy. I don't like to sort of talk people down and so forth. I do wish him all the best of luck, but at the end of the day, these things need juice. Yes, you can get away without running tyres, but these things need juice. And I mean, I'm watching his truck, the way it's sitting behind the pace car there, and he's not shutting off that engine long enough. So I think there's going to be a bit of an issue there. But best of luck to him.
Well, we'll have to see. If it stays green, these guys are probably not looking too smart, but we'll have to see how it goes. Dallas Montes is your leader. Jason Anderson second. Jonathan Leach third. Ronald Thompson, I think, is the first one who pitted for fuel. Then Donald Sadusky, Tony Oldman, Sean Boundy, Ronald Jones, Stephen Hendren, and Mark Bernard round out the top 10. Don't forget, our two leaders took tires. Jeremy Crandall, George Bark, well, they're right back at 15th and 17th. Let's keep our eye on them and see how they come up through here. Lights are off on the pace car. Pace car's off. We'll see what Dallas does here.
I'm just hearing now too, Mike, that apparently only 5 gallons of fuel left in the trucks for whoever did not stop. So that's not going to last long.
Green flag.
Green flag.
We'll see. So they fan out as they come down towards one.
And they're already
Montes.
going 3 wide into turn 1, which is not very smart.
So we got a run for the lead here. Dallas Montes, oh my lord, 92 is on the outside, and then the 33 goes for the lead with the 19 pushing. So Ronald Thompson is your new leader, Donald Sadusky second. That outside lane is working. And now another pair sneaks through, the 036 and the 24, Oldman.
That's just caught sleeping. They just got caught sleeping right there, Mike.
So Dallas Montes is falling back. He has no help. Back to 6th and going backwards. So it looks like Boundy and Oldman making a run for the lead here now on Thompson and Sadusky.
On the back straight. Well, they're all checking up behind the 42 there, Mike, on the back straight.
Yeah, it's quite a fight for the 5th spot. You got a big pack back there fighting for 5th, and the top 4 are fighting out for the lead. So we got the top 4 here running, pushing real hard. We're only on lap 17 of 50. Let's pick up 5th spot, Jason Anderson. He's back there, well, he was in 5th spot. Dallas Montes is kind of holding everybody up as the 4 goes into the wall. Oh, and he gets into Dustin Lee, and they
Dustin
wreck.
Lee.
The big one is
A
on.
rollover. And this is the big one. This is the big one. A lot of torn up trucks.
So the 4, Jonathan Leach, is 3 wide out there on the outside, and he door slams Damon Gilbert and then comes down into Dustin Lee, and there's some net code there.
Well, it's starting to look from me that the 4 has just come down onto Dustin Lee.
Yeah, he just kept drifting down, on Gilbert. Then he came down on Lee, and it was on. Lee took out the guy on the inside, then the outside. The 73 involved, the 1 involved, and everybody behind them piling in.
Yeah, I mean, the 73 had nowhere to go, and it's just a shame there because, the 73 involved.
What did the 4 car do?
So we're probably going to have to EOL the 4 car. We'll have to check with the tower, see what they decide, but a lot of good trucks caught up in that. The 4 truck is the one who started that.
04 was not there. We're talking about the 4 truck. He was up high and he just came down. He kept coming down.
Looking for the 21, please, so I can go in the pit without getting a black flag.
That's a shame there. That's a big shame. A lot of wrecked trucks.
Yeah, we're just seeing about 73 of Jeremy Crandall. Did he make it through there with George Bark? Remember, those are our early leaders. They were right behind this carnage. Bark? No, they both wrecked really hard.
Yeah, I believe that there will be some sort of penalty handed out there.
Yeah, so Ronald Thompson is our leader. Let's reset our field here. Donald Sadusky in 2nd, Tony Oldman 3rd, Sean Boundy 4th, Ronald Jones 5th. So it looks like Jonas Hankins is taking it behind the wall. Looks like the tower has issued a penalty to the 4 truck of Jonathan Leach. End of line penalty for causing that wreck.
I think that's only fair. But if you have a look now, Dallas Montes is back in 13th, so the whole staying out didn't really work for them, unfortunately.
And he obviously, hopefully he's taking gas this caution, so I didn't actually see him pit, but I assume he did. So welcome to All Pro Racing. Lots of good stuff going on here. It looks like we have 26 trucks on the lead lap. A lot of trucks taking it behind the wall, that wreck, including now more than one lap down, Will Salisbury, Jeremy Crandall, Jonas Hankins, Travis Wall, Gary Konzelman, Rex Buchanan, Casey Frisbee too. So pace car has its lights on. Hopefully we'll be getting the 1 to go as we come across the line here. We're on lap 20 of 50. Will these guys top off to make sure they can make it from here? I'm not sure what the fuel window is. But if I was in the back, I would probably pull in and top off my fuel in case we go green. We do see somebody coming down pit road there. So we'll have to see if they can make it from here. So don't forget to join us for our special event this Sunday. All Pro Racing is getting involved with PAD, People Against Distracted Driving, for a special event that's going to be run Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern this Sunday. Make sure to join us. Kerwin Clark is organizing over there. Make sure to look for him or the PAD in the hosted area. So it should be a good race. We'll make sure to join us. We'll be there. Every Tuesday, we'll be running here at All Pro Racing on the Super Speedway. Cash prizes to the winner, including $20 tonight. All right, so let's see. Pace car lights are off. Ronald Thompson is our leader. Looks like he needs a sponsor on that truck. So I'm gonna go back in the field and see who's got damage here, if I can tell. Damon Gilbert and Dustin Lee look to be whole. Expect them up front as usual. But it looks like Bark is okay, but he's lost his partner. Crandall's down a lap, so lots of people have used their resets. We got a lot of good, clean trucks out here. It should be a good finish here to the end. 29 to go. Are lined up against the wall, at least up front. But these guys are starting to learn. Pace car's off. Thompson brings them down. He starts off green flag. He goes a little early there, and him and Sadusky kind of break away. So nice gap back there to third and fourth. Sadusky anxious to get right on him here and see if they can get some kind of gap going. So Thompson's our leader, Sadusky second. Oldman and Boundy is our second pair there.
We've got some calls there, Mark, from some other teams talking about the jumping of starts. So it's something that's got to be watched out closely if we do get a restart.
You know, I'm okay with the leaving early stuff. It breaks them apart a little bit and keeps them from wrecking usually. But they're not going to get away. As here comes Tony Oldman and Sean Boundy keeping these guys honest, coming up and trying to take the lead. So we got to run for the lead here. Boundy trying to make it happen. I'm sure he's hot by now as these guys are decided to pull it in line. So top four in line. We got the third pair catching them here of Jones and Bernard. We're We're going to have top 6 here lined up here. And quite a big gap back to 7th, 8th, and 9th. Probably 30 car lengths. And Bernard and Jones have quite a run. They go to the outside.
They're going around
They
the
want
outside to
lead.
turn 1. Turn 2, it looks like they're holding there nicely.
Well, I'm sure Bernard's hot by now. They did come from a ways back.
And here they come.
But Sadusky's on the inside there, pushing hard on the 33 of Thompson, trying to keep their spot. Oh, Bernard touches Sadusky. They don't wreck.
Wow, that was close.
Good driving there by both drivers to save their truck, and we stay green. That gave Boundy a chance to cool off. He's going to hook up here with Oldman. They're in 3rd and 4th.
Sadusky's just getting his truck nice and cool. He's just trying to get out of the draft as whenever he can, but now he's trying to get back on because he knows they're coming. Tony Oldman's coming with Sean Bounty in tow.
So the top 6 lined up here, single file.
I think that's the smartest move to be right about now too, Mike, is just to, everyone could just go single file on that group. That will definitely help that front group just keep pulling away from the back group. So
let's check out the back group. Let's jump to 7th. The number 10 truck, Rod Romana Sr., being pushed by Stephen Hendren in the 003, 7th and 8th. Let's go back through the field to 9th, Jason Anderson in the 92, but he's losing 9th here to John Ward, being pushed by Lee Ridge. Lee being pretty vocal on the radio there about something or another in that Napa Chevy, but he pushed himself up there to the top 10. So it looks like Jason Anderson is the odd man out as the 21 and 46 go around him as well. Mark Robertson. And that 3 truck of Donald Jinks in 12th is really tore up. The back left corner of the Jinks truck is really pushed up and in.
You've got the boys coming back, Ronald Jones and Bernard, are both coming back again.
So up front, back to live action here. We got to run for the lead again.
The 14 and the 94 are hooked up, and they've got to run the outside. As you can see, Donald Zadusky and the 19 says, oh, caution's out, caution's out.
Caution's out. Trying to find who's involved here. Oh, the 42 just took a bunch of cars out.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming from the 42. Who's that? The Dallas
Let's
Montes.
pick up a replay on the 42 here. Getting pushed by Matt Cook.
I think it happened ahead of them. I think it happened around John Ward in the 48.
Yeah, the 42 obviously involved there.
No,
but it looks like let's stay on the 42.
The 48. The 48,
involved
the 10, and
in
the
some late
003.
caution.
It all started.
Yeah, the 42's behind the wall, and I'm glad he is because I probably would remove him for intentionally wrecking after the yellow. So anyway, let's, boy, what a wreck here. So do we know who started it?
Well, it looked like to me, if you watch the 10 truck, the 48, the 003, it all started, they're coming across the line.
Oh, it's Rod Romana Sr. and the 48 of John Ward. John goes on the inside there as they go down into 1. And
I think Rod in the 10 tried to pull a move, but he didn't realize the 48 was already there.
That's on the 48, in my opinion. That's not a lane you can really pass in. The 10 is on the bottom. It's what's considered the bottom lane. And when somebody drives it in there, that's just shoving your nose in. But a tough break for the 10, a Rod Romanov Sr.
Well, that's going to be an agree to disagree there, Mike. I think that the 48, if you just wander it back just before the line, he definitely had his car there, the nose there, but I just don't think he knew. The 10 knew that he was there. And now we've got problems with Don Sadusky, the leader, who's just missed his pit. It's
so
happening
Don
everywhere.
Sadusky, but there's a couple cars out in front of him. The 77 and the 18 are trying to get the wave around when we get the one to go here. So they're on the tail end of the lead lap. The 19 of Donald Sadusky is your leader in that Snap-on Chevy. So as we approach pit road, let's see if he comes down. Running second is Rick Bisconer. We haven't called out Rick yet in the 55. So nice run for Rick to get up to second. Third, Sean Boundy. Fourth, Tony Oldman. Fifth, Ronald Jones. Sixth place, Mark Robertson. Seventh, Stephen Hendren. Eighth, Mark Bernard. Ninth, Ronald Thompson. 10th, Lee Ridge. So the 77 and the 18, looks like the 18 is not going to take his wave around. He's going to pull on the pit road with Sadusky and most everybody here. Well, not most everybody. Sadusky, Crandall. So getting some fuel. Sadusky misses his pit, has to back up. 55 is on pit road. Rick Bisconer from second. So Sean Boundy stays out and picks up the lead. So pace car lights are out, one to go. Make sure to join us on Facebook at All Pro Racing. For caution.
We've got an issue. We've got an issue with some black flags being issued to the drivers, and it's sort of with people pulling out of the race and parking. People have been given black flags, unfortunately, as well.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, see if you can help them out, Andrew. If it's something we can fix for them, if it's warranted, we can do that.
That's what I'm asking for. Which call we're going to go? I mean, I've had a look, and two people have removed themselves just before pit lane, and two other drivers were busted for going past them.
Yeah, let the chips fall where they may. So Sean Boundy is our leader. We're coming around here to turn number 3. So
sorry, guys.
Really close to green. We're on lap
stand.
30 of 50.
My hands are tied.
I'll start getting past. I ain't gonna hold you up.
So NASCAR news this week.
Where are you going, 43?
Sprint Cup. So pace car's off. Let's get back to our race here at Talladega. Sean Boundy about ready to take the green and bring him down.
Here we go, the
flag.
Green.
So there's a lap car in there between Oldman and Boundy, but gets out of the way. So Oldman hooks up with Boundy. They're the leaders. Robertson, Hendren right behind them in third and fourth. They go to the outside. They're going to make a run for the lead. Jones and Bernard are hooking up for 5th and 6th as the 21 makes a run for the lead here. Mark Robertson, we haven't seen him in the top 5 too much today.
No, where has he been all hiding himself? He's just going to come in and close it looks like.
And Stephen Hendra has been up there, but he was working with somebody else before. But nice to see Mark Robertson in that green Canada. There he's got it. He's the leader.
He's got it. He's there. Now they're starting to clear the bottom lane.
We've got a heck of a pusher there. Stephen Hendren in the 003 Goodrich Service Plus Chevy Silverado. Nice looking with that red paint scheme.
Yeah, it's a very nice red too. But let's see if that red truck can go any faster.
Well, Tony Oldman pushing on the inside there. He's one of those Talladega super specialists we spoke about. And right behind him, Mark Bernard up to 4th. He's another one of those super specialists.
We got the 410 and the 94 coming back to have a look at the inside of it.
Boy, what a race for the lead here on lap 33 of 50. They're practicing for the end. Oh, and they finally break apart on the outside. Got too hot. And they're doing the switcheroo. Pretty good switch.
We're going to see a back marker come into play at the moment, Mike, too. He's going high, which is going to be good in turn 3.
Damon Gilbert is a back marker.
Unfortunately,
he's been wrecked too many times.
No, he's unfortunately one of the guys who got a black flag based on some trucks' behaviours, so his race is done for him. But don't expect, I would actually expect to see him to hook up with the 51 and help 51 get back to the front.
Hey, you never know because we got lucky dogs. So Boundy, Oldman are our leaders. Bernard now in 3rd. Ronald Jones in 4th. Stephen Hendren in 5th. And we got another pair taking a run on the outside here. The 92 and the 48. John Ward, Jason Anderson. Nice to see Jason and John finally hook up. They've been running single for quite a while. Boy, they got to run. They go to the outside. 3 wide.
3 wide. Are they going to make it stick?
3 wide.
You're kidding me, Mike. Mike, are you seeing this? This is 3 wide.
And the inside lane is stalling out big time.
I have not seen this racing so tight and furious in a long, long time there, Mike. This is getting fantastic. This is getting awesome.
So Boundy and Oldman are making it happen up front. Boundy, very impressive in that doyourpart.org Chevy Silverado. We love to help those .org organizations, and doyourpart.org is certainly one of those. So now Bernard has a run with the 14 pushing to Ronald Jones. They keep it on the bottom though. And here comes Ward taking another run on the outside.
They're coming. They're coming. What's that? The 92 and the 48 are hooked up, and they're coming.
So Anderson just takes the lead there with John Ward pushing. We got a nice looking pack up front here. And they fade. That outside is tough. The inside is so much easier. So I got to bet Sean Boundy is hot on the inside there. He's got to be wanting to cool that truck here soon. Oh, we're about 3 wide back here for 5th. 21.
I think the 48
twice about
48's hot. 48 is hot. He had to get away to get some fresh air.
So Boundy backs off of Oldman just a bit, gets some air. That's a pretty good way to do it. Just get a car length in there. It looks like everyone else is content to stay in line here.
Now John's gone to the inside.
Oh, Bernard decides to do it. He goes to the outside. Jones goes with him. So this is the chess match we looked at earlier.
I don't know if that rear of his truck's going to help him here. Because they tried this earlier, these two, the 94 and the 14, and they had some strong runs, but they just couldn't quite get it around. Unlike the other guys, that everyone's just really pushing their trucks on the limit to just try and get around the front pack of Tony and Sean. And it looks like they're going to do it, Mike.
I don't know. I mean, in my experience, if that bottom pusher guy is really good, it is almost impossible to pass on the outside, even if you're good.
Caution's out. Caution's out.
Uh-oh, we got a wreck back here coming out of 3. 68 is involved of Damon Gilbert, who was a lap down. Let's take a replay on the 68.
Yeah,
they're
see,
pushing,
that's what I thought was
trying to
happen.
catch these guys.
They're
Oh,
going to
they
work
just hooked
together.
bumpers.
They're going to work together regardless of laps. And Dustin just unfortunately got his teammate.
Well, I mean, it's hard to push a damaged truck, and it was probably part of the problem there, and just one of those things. So I hate to see that caution. We had such good racing up front. So, yeah, so Dustin Lee gets Damon Gilbert, their partners, and sometimes that happens when you're pushing trucks. You can hook bumpers and send the other guy around. There's not much you can do about it. It's hard to catch it when that happens. And boy, we've seen that truck take flight earlier, and that's going to make the highlight reel for SportsCenter for sure. But boy, that truck's tore up.
It's just annoying when, Mike, when you see, I would say, the two of the fastest drivers out on this circuit at any one time of these super speedways, and unfortunately they've just had one of these nights to forget. Now,
Our
the worst
leader
thing
pits. Leader pitted. Ronald Thompson takes it onto pit road. Everett Lane stays. Oh, wait a minute, I got the wrong guy.
No, I just don't know what's going to happen if in a penalty's got to be handed down to the 51 for causing that wreck or whatnot. It's just going to be hard.
I don't think so. I mean, that's a racing deal. They hook bumpers. Unlike that other situation where the guy was clearly in the outside lane, he tried to bring it to the middle lane and somebody was there, and then he tried it again and somebody was still there. So it's a little bit different situation. But we'll see what the tower does.
I agree. I think you're going to be right there too, Mike. That's I agree.
So 11 laps here.
11 laps. Wow.
So let's reset our top 10. Tony Oldman is our leader. Mark Bernard in second. Sean Boundy in third. Ronald
Lucky
Jones
dogs,
fourth.
I believe, are on, aren't they, Mike? We got some lucky dogs on, so hopefully we're going to see a lucky dog shortly.
I haven't seen one yet.
I haven't seen one either. I'm just, I don't know if they're on tonight or not.
Yeah, they must be turned off. We probably would have seen one by now. So Oldman, Bernard, Boundy, Jones, Hendren is our top 5. Robertson, Cleaver, Kerry Cleaver in 7th. Brad Blitch up to 8th. We haven't seen them in the top 10. John Ward 9th. Everett Lane up to 10th. Nice to see Lane up here in the top 10 finally. So let's see. Pace car lights are still on. But think we're going to get the one to go here. Kind of have an extended caution. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see if we can get an interview with a driver. Let's see if we can pick up, let's pick up Sean Bounty.
Sean Bounty?
Yeah, and I still can't change channels, Andrew.
Seems
You'll
like
have
some situations they should put
You
up to a
concentrate
driver
on?
vote, because
Yeah, why don't you
getting
go
a
ahead and
lucky
interview
dog,
him? He's been running
Alright.
top 5 all day.
Okay.
Sean Bounty, interview with Andrew Williams up in the booth. Got a mic?
I think he was halfway through talking on the
Hey,
radio
Sean,
when
they
I
call
came
me.
through to him.
going on.
Just sitting up here in the booth, just watching your progress throughout the night, and I did just hear a quick thing how you guys were on the radio just before talking about some sort of driver deal if you all voted for a lucky dog. But besides that, how's your racing going? Do you think you're going to have the truck to get back to the front? And do you think you're going to stay there on the closing laps?
Well, the race is doing pretty good. It's a little slow pace right now, but we got a nice big field that we started out with. Found Tony up in the front here, and we've been working really well together. So I definitely look forward to getting with him. I'm not really worried. I'm comfortable right here to see how it turns out. But yeah, look for me to find him again, and we'll definitely try to get back and stay on the front.
You've been having a pretty lucky run so far. You've virtually been keeping out a lot of the dramas going on around you. Without sort of putting yourself in there or throwing a hard one at you, what do you think your luck's going to be right in the last dying laps of this one? You going to give Tony a push, or is it better off when Tony's pushing you?
Well, we're at Talladega. You know, everything's a little bit of luck. The only skill you got.
All right, we're going to catch you there. I'm sorry.
I'm definitely good pushing. So here we go racing.
And there we go. Pace
Thank
car's
you.
off.
Good luck.
Andrew doing one too many questions there, but we're green flag.
We're green now. As he said in the interview, he wants to try and hook up with Tony straight away. So let's see what's going to happen here. Keep an eye on the
Mark Bernard goes to the
24.
lead. He gets to the
He's
inside.
gone for the inside. The inside, and they're touched.
Oh, and he comes
no,
up and
there's
takes
a big
everybody
wreck.
out. Oh.
94 came straight back up onto the 14, and it was a big one.
That was really the big one. So, wow, let's check a replay here.
It was like at the last minute, Tony knew what he had done, and he thought he would come back down and try and prevent it from happening. But
Bernard has the inside there for sure.
he was there.
Yeah. The 036 just didn't give him a lot of room there. But he was clearly inside, and yeah, I don't know. That's a racing deal, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, at the 036, he as if he got caught asleep, and the 94 went straight on the inside. By the time the 036 knew what happened, it was he couldn't come down anymore. The 94 was there.
Yeah, it's a racing deal, and I've been in the 036's shoes before, Tony Oldman. It's hard to make those decisions when you're up front, and when somebody gets by you, you try to counter it, you know, and it's just too late.
Hey, Mac, did you add that channel?
So we're under caution again, lap 43 of 50. 8 laps to go here. Sean Bounty, shown as our leader. We just talked to him under the last caution. So they're checking up for the pace car here finally. So they got the pace car. It looks like Sean Bounty's our leader in the DoYourPart.org Chevy Silverado. So Mark Bernard takes his truck behind the wall. Damon Gilbert, Lee Ridge, Jeremy Crandall are all out. Jason Herrendine's out. Rex Buchanan's out. So we'll let them cross the line here and reset the field. Not sure who's left after that big wreck. Wow.
Well, at the moment we're not showing too many cars on the lead lap. That was a pretty big one.
So we have somebody takes the pit. 21. Mark Robertson pits. A few cars coming down pit road, but our leader stays out. Sounds like Dustin Lee made it through there somehow.
Yeah, I'm hearing him very happy over the radio there, talking to the other guys to try and hook up.
All right, so we've crossed the scoring. Let's reset our field. Sean Boundy is our leader. Tony Oldman second. Brad Blitch up to third. Everett Lane fourth. I think Everett Lane was 10th last time I looked. Dustin Lee fifth. Wow, Dustin Lee lost his partner 2 or 3 cautions ago. Up to 5th. Matt Cook 6th. Rick Bisconer 7th. Donald Jinks 8th. Mark Robertson 9th. Donald Sadusky 10th. Looks like 18 cars on the lead lap. So tough break for Mark Bernard. He looked like he had the winning move there almost, but Tony Oldman kind of crowds him, and they end up wrecking. Tony Oldman is still out there, though. He was able to save his truck. So $20 on the line here. Looks like, what, 5 to go? Six to go. It looks like we're down to 13 cars on the lead lap now. Six cautions for 6 lead changes so far. Make sure to follow us on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Look up All Pro Racing. Or you just go to our website, all-pro-racing.com. Many thanks to Michelangelo's Painting of Phoenix, Arizona for the cash for the winner tonight. Maybe we can get the winner to pay it forward. It's been a theme. We've done it almost every week this series. I would love to do it again. So lots more caution than we hoped for, but we did have some good racing up front there briefly with the 3 different pairs swapping positions, and maybe we'll see that here in the last few laps. But nearing the end of the race, the next caution will probably end it. Either be the checkered flag or the yellow. If the yellow comes out, we'll probably finish under yellow. So track position big. You want to be in the lead when the yellow comes out.
No.
What will Oldman do? He got snookered on the last restart. Is he going to snooker Sean Boundy on this restart? He's starting in second.
I still think that perhaps an EOL was at least sufficient for what happened in that last one. A lot of people got taken out from that, but definitely I'm not ruling out that 51.
And they're all lined up against the wall here.
They're so close to that wall, it's not funny there, Mike.
And Oldman's not leaving any gap on the 24. He's right on it, and there they go. So they all slide down evenly there, stay in line, nice clean start. Brad Blitch, first time in the top 3 here. Everett Lane in 4th. What can they do with these 2 leaders? Nice to see the American flag colors on that 9 truck in 3rd. Does he have anything for these guys?
Well, the first 4 have just shot away there, Mike.
Yeah, back in 4th and 5th is Dustin Lee and Matt Cook have paired up, but they're not really making any ground. Finally, Everett Lane and the 9 of Brad Blitch finally hook up. They make a run from the outside here. The timing is right. They don't have enough steam. Yeah, there they go. They finally get up on the outside there of the 03-6 of Tony Oldman. What can Everett Lane get done?
Everett Lane in the 20 truck has put himself in the right spot at the right time now, the closing stage of this race, and he's really trying to push Brad Blitch there in the 9 to the front. I'm not sure if they're going to have the horsepower to do so.
I tell you what, Sean Boundy is holding that truck steady up front, and Oldman is just pushing away. But Oldman has got to be getting hot here. So can Fast Lane Racing, number 20 of Everett Lane, push the 9 here clear to the lead? Oh, they almost touch Oldman as they go to do some side drafting. And now they're side by side for the lead. The 9 has a little bit of damage on that left front. As Oldman gets hot and has to duck inside, get a little air. Now is their chance. 3 laps to go. The 19 and 33 are coming. Ronald Thompson and Donald Sadusky are going to get into this race.
Oh, there we go.
2 to go. Oh, Sadusky's all over the place. He goes below the yellow line. That's not going to fly. He pulls it back. So Sadusky making some moves, trying real hard, but Lane just doesn't have it on the outside as they fall back. Glad
the 20's got some damage. The 9 has damage. The 19 and 33 now looking to the outside.
Ronald
He's trying to get a
all
side
over
drop.
him.
He's trying to get the side drop there, Mike. The last lap. What's going to happen? How many trucks are going to come back around for that checkers?
Looks like Thompson slipped. They pull back down to try to get some draft.
It's going to be checkers or
looking for
wreckers.
help. Sean Boundy just holding it. Sean Boundy's looking good. $20. All comes down to this.
Where's Donald in the 19 going to put his truck?
What will Oldman do? He wants the money too. Will Oldman stay true to his
Surely
partner?
the loyalty's there for him to stay there. And it looks like he will.
Yeah, it looks like Oldman will stay true to his partner. And Sean Boundy brings it home. So track position is king. Ronald Thompson shows him some love there. And 24, Sean Boundy, $20 richer.
How are we supposed to get the top three now?
Sean Boundy, Tony Oldman.
They're all torn up. The top 3 are all torn up.
Let's see if we can get a word with our winner.
Have you fixed up your converter over there, Mike, to sort out to race control?
Stand by. Let's try it one more time. All right, let's get a driver interviews here.
No sound.
Could possibly manage while staying out front. And they tried us on the outside a few times, but I knew we were strong. We just walked away with it in the end, and give him a lot of credit for that. Definitely owe him one at the end, and we took the 20 Ford doyourpart.org truck to the front.
Well, great job. You win the $20. So I'm going to ask you, are you going to pay it forward and donate your winnings to next week's winnings so we can double the pot?
You know, absolutely, I'm going to do that. I also want to give a shout out to Reach Out Worldwide. Got another sponsor on the back of our truck, an organization that helps with disaster response and same as Do Your Part. And we're going to put the money into the pot for next race and see everybody go for a shot out at a bigger prize.
All right, that's great to hear. We love the sportsmanship. We love the doyourpart.org, and All Pro Racing supports doyourpart.org. Congratulations on getting them in the finish lane. Andrew, can you interview our second place driver, Oldman?
Yeah, all right, I'll do it. Tony, you got the mark there, mate?
Yeah, 10-4. I got you.
All right, now, Tony, well done for finishing in the second spot and staying true to the 24 when you work with him. But I'm sure a lot of viewers are going to be asking the same thing I want to know is, and that's what happened to restart earlier?
Actually, I believe I came down on the 14. I didn't know he was there. I was running my line, and I came down on him. I come across his nose without knowing he was there, and luckily we didn't do too much damage to our truck or nothing like that. But I'm gonna say that was my bonehead move. I want to say I caused that caution before then, but like I said, I told Sean that I was with him to the end. I wasn't going to swap. I was going to push him. If I blowed it up, I blew it up.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, Tony. I mean, I was watching your truck towards the end of the last lap and so forth, and you had marks down the side, you had marks up on the bumper there, you had marks all over the thing, and the thing looked like it had been held back, and you still managed to keep it fast. But in that, saying that, you also kept the ride on his bumper and you did the job. I mean, were you going to try and run for the lead?
If I hadn't have been involved in that caution before or caused that caution before, maybe so, but I knew I was faster behind Sean because of the damage that I had, and he didn't get in no damage on that other caution, so I knew he was going to be fast out front. If I would have got out front, he would have probably parachuted us, and we would have probably went straight to the back. So, you know, like I said, I pushed him. I knew he was going to be fast. I would have been slow. So, like I said, my mistake on the caution before, but nice win, Sean.
Yeah, well done again, Tony. Is there any sponsors you want to have any shout out to at all?
Yeah, I want to shout out to my sponsor, Why Not Hydrographics, HTO Hydrographics. I don't know if anybody y'all know about hydro dipping, but you can go to my Facebook page at Why Not HTO Hydrographics and check out the dipping process. I can dip anything from wheels to guns to just about helmets, you name it, I can dip it. Go check it out. I'll put the link down here. Why Not Hydrographics.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much for that. And also, I've seen you got Pad on your recorders as well, which is a great cause. Mike, do you want to have a chat with Donald?
Yeah, Donald Sadusky in the 19. Hey, great run, podium finish. Glad to see you up there. We saw you flirting with the top 5 a few times today, including some major run you got on the very outside lane and passed a bunch of them.
Yeah, I had a good help with Ronald Thompson, and we just got hooked up. We were moving pretty well. But we were up in front there for a while, and went in the pits, and I missed my pit lane. my pit spot, so I had to go back out and come back in. Lucky Ronald came back in and, was willing to help me. So we started from the back. We work up to the front again. But it was interesting. I hope I made it interesting for you guys as well, because I had a lot of fun.
Well, it was a good race there at the end. I thought you might have something for them. Came up just a little bit short, but we like to see you in these races. It's always exciting when Sadusky's around. Hey, you got anybody to say hi to or thank?
Well, I like to thank Dave Whiteside. He was spotting for me, and Gary Councilman for the setup. Really good setup that he hooked me up with. That's all.
All right, we'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone. So there you go, folks. You got your top three.
Thank you.
Sean Bounty is our winner today. Tony Oldman. Let's take a look at our finishing order. Donald Sadusky runs out the podium. Ronald Thompson was his partner, finishes fourth. Everett Lane gets a top five. Brad Blitch to sixth. Matt Cook seventh. Dustin Lee eighth. Mark Robertson ninth. And John Ward rounds out the top 10.
Now, when's that next race coming up, Mike? We've got, obviously we do this every week, but we've got a real good race coming up, I believe, on Sunday, around about 4 or so p.m.
4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, the big pad event, People Against Distracted Driving. Make sure to join us for that. We'll be in the hosted sessions. All Pro Racing will be broadcasting that event. And then make sure to join us every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on All Pro Racing for our Speedway Series. Make sure to come and go for the cash. And you heard Sean Bounty. He's donating the winnings to next week's pot. So that's going to double. It's going to make the next week's pot up to $30. So that'll be our highest to date. Should be a good race. Make sure to join us. Andrew, great having you in the booth with us as always. Can't wait for the next one already.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for having me again, Mike. And I really appreciate everything that Michelangelo Painting and Michael D'Amico does, as well as the pad guys, to allow this broadcasting take place, to allow a lot better for the racing. I will have to excuse myself for next week, unfortunately. I'm going to be heading offshore to do a bit of work on an offshore platform, but when I get back, if the racing is now, the next person allocates the winnings back again, which raises the pot to 40, mate, I'm going to throw $10 of my own money in there, and let's have a grand prize in 2 weeks' time, $50.
Wow, there you go, folks. Special thanks also to Teddy Wisniewski, helped us out up in the tower a little bit during qualifying.
Yeah, thanks, Teddy.
Thanks, Teddy. Special shout out to Damon Gilbert, who got the most air time today, and hopefully he makes SportsCenter. We'll see you next week. Thanks, folks.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.